All right, we are live, everybody. Happy Friday. The end of the work week's coming up for me later on tonight once I get off at 11:30. But this is a video that I have been waiting to do for a while. My first VHS ever bought. And, growing up in the mid 80s through the 90s, uh, I always loved movies. It was a way to escape what we got going on today, even back then with reality and stuff, just to relax and have some fun. So we used to have a video store in the local mall here called Suncoast Video. Wow, that was a long, long, long time ago. And they had their movies categorized, and stuff like that. But the very first VHS that I have ever owned or ever bought was or is Friday the 13th Part 8. I bought this at Suncoast Video years ago. I believe I was, this is before I had a job. I was in school still. I believe I was either in junior high or high school, and I bought this for grass cut money to have grass cut for my grandmother back in the day, and decided to have my mom take me there to go ahead and go to Suncoast. Went there, found this, bought it, and definitely had a lot of fun watching it because I remember seeing this back in theater when my dad took me and my two older brothers to go see this film. And I really enjoy it. I know a lot of people don't like it. They think it's instead of Jason going to New York, it's Jason takes Vancouver, Jason takes a ship. Most of New York is Vancouver, except for the Times Square part, which is actually New York. But definitely, the very first VHS that I've ever owned. I did get part 3. Also, part 2 was very, very hard to find on VHS. I had to find it at a local Kmart that we used to have here, which we don't have a Kmart in there where I'm from anymore. They tore that down and put a Myers where it's standing now. But I remember the cover art was awesome. And just thinking about it, in a couple weeks, I'll be able to meet Kelly who played Ava in this, the Asian girl, the one that gets choked out to death on the dance floor. She was also in X-Men 2 as Lady Deathstrike. So definitely some really great stuff. But yeah, these movies, I've always loved them, and I grew up on them. Like I said, Friday the 13th is my very, very first horror movie that I ever seen when I was a kid. And the whole camping stuff, the outdoors, there we are. But yeah, it is in a protective case for VHS protectors, which is great. That's why it's got that glare in it. I'm not bringing this to have signed in March. I got the actual poster, which has already BC and Tim Urkovich on it. Kelly will be added onto that. And then, I'm going to do another live stream here probably next week. We'll see about my first DVD that I bought. And that's a real treat, too, because it is a horror film on DVD. It's part of a franchise. But yeah, definitely some great stuff here. It brings back a lot of memories of VHS stuff. I love the shot of Jason and Rennie right there. And a lot of people don't like Rennie as a final girl, and she's in my top 5. So it goes Jenny from part 2, Chris from part 3. It goes Rowan from Jason X, Rennie from part 8, and then Trish Jarvis from the final chapter. And that's my favorite final girls right there, which I will be discussing that once again. So, and I'll tell you the reason why I like them as well. But get ready for next Friday. It'll be in the morning. So I get off work from the previous night, so I'll be going to bed right away. I'll get myself up. If I'm half asleep, I'll do the live stream. But we're going to talk about all things Friday the 13th in one stream. I don't know how long the stream is going to be, but it should be pretty epic. And then later on that night, I'll be watching the original film and possibly maybe Friday the 13th Part 2. But Yeah, first VHS I have ever bought. Great stuff. Brings back a lot of memories. I mean, you cannot go wrong with all. You can't go wrong with this stuff. Uh, I mean, the Friday 13 films uh, are fun. They're a lot of fun. I love them. I'll always love them. If I had to get rid of my entire movie collection, the only movies I would actually keep would be my Friday the 13th, my Halloween deluxe edition box set, my Scream films, and then the Anthony Perkins Psycho films, which I got a friend of mine who's borrowing all four of those films. Those would be the only ones I keep. I'd get rid of everything else. But yeah, definitely. But with further ado, this is the Fantastic Squirrel signing out. Have a great Friday. Have a great start to your weekend. And I'll be back here tomorrow once again with some live stream gaming. So take care.